the Void Dragon Civil War begins. Xiao Yan intercepted the envoys of the Northern Dragon King. Because he himself possesses the Dragon Phoenix bloodline, he was able to sense them through blood resonance. In essence, Xiao Yan is almost a dragon himself. The way he dealt with Commander Qing was truly impressive. Indeed, in the past, a 5-star Do Zun was considered powerful. But now that Xiao Yan has reached the saint level, what does the strength of a Do Zun even amount to? Xiao Yan formed an alliance with the clan head Yao Ming and prepared to fight against the Heavenly Phoenixes. But first, Xiao Yan bid farewell to Queen Medusa. That legendary phrase of Kai Lin, "Your life belongs to this queen." No matter how one looks at it, Xiao Yan cannot escape Kai Lin, no matter how much the creators try to change it. It is only a pity that the moment of Xiao Yan and Queen Medusa kissing after he handed over the 9th rank pill was cut. And it is not only Queen Medusa. Just look at how the girls revolve around Xiao Yan. One can only imagine what would happen if Gu Suner found out. But let us return to the plot. In the previous videos, we examined how Xiao Yan encountered the Heavenly Phoenixes. He forced Feng Huang to retreat through threats and took 3 hostages for himself. Jiu Feng, who was considered the successor to the clan head, as well as 2 elders at the level of 1-star saint. Just imagine what a blow this was to the Heavenly Phoenix clan. In the trailer, we see this spectacular confrontation. Yao Ming, at 2-star saint, fights against Feng Huang of the same level. Meanwhile, Xiao Yan takes on 2 Heavenly Phoenix elders at once. This chubby Phoenix elder looks especially interesting. Despite the fact that Xiao Yan was only a late-stage 1-star saint, possessing the Xiao clan tattoo allowed him to easily defeat 2 Do Sheng experts. Using the techniques of the Yellow Spring Saint, he immediately stopped the battle, wishing to negotiate with Feng Huang. The trailer clearly shows Feng Huang falling into rage when Xiao Yan seals Kun Huang and Ying Huang, while also holding the future heir Jiu Feng in his hands, despite the threats. In the end, Feng Huang agreed to Xiao Yan's demand to retreat, thereby breaking the agreement with the 3 Dragon Islands. The Heavenly Phoenix clan was absolutely forbidden from resuming any actions until the fate of the Void Dragon War was decided. After this, Feng Huang, filled with anger, led the remaining members of the Heavenly Phoenix clan back to their territory, no longer interfering in the affairs of the Void Dragon clan. Why did Xiao Yan not kill all the phoenixes on the spot? There is another one, and it seems even more important. It is connected to the head of the Heavenly Phoenix tribe. Xiao Yan certainly did not lack the desire to kill the 3 Phoenix Elders. Rather, the reason lay in the impossibility of doing so immediately. Considering their status as tribal elders, they naturally possessed jade tablets, and it was highly likely that the Heavenly Phoenix clan head would learn of their deaths the moment they were killed. It is important to remember that this Phoenix clan head, Huang Tian, is a late-stage 5-star saint, and in the entire clan there are only 4 saints. If the 3 elders were to die, Huang Tian would undoubtedly fly into a rage and attack immediately. In that case, even Xiao Yan and Yao Ming together would be in an extremely difficult situation. After all, Xiao Yan is only a 1-star saint, while Yao Ming is at the late stage of 2 stars. Even if they joined forces, they would not be able to withstand a 5-star saint. In other words, aside from the leverage Xiao Yan gained by taking hostages, destroying the 3 Phoenix Elders would have been equivalent to destroying the entire clan. Huang Tian would certainly seek revenge. Xiao Yan's true goal at this time was to help Zi Yan escape danger. Killing the 3 Heavenly Phoenix Elders was unnecessary. He only needed to prevent their alliance with the Northern Dragon. Therefore, despite Xiao Yan's deep hatred toward the Heavenly Phoenix clan, it was still too early for him to start a real war before he became even stronger. After the miserable retreat of the Heavenly Phoenixes, Yao Ming was filled with admiration for Xiao Yan. Many would quietly laugh at the Phoenixes once this matter spread throughout the magical beast world. Moreover, the Heavenly Phoenix tribe would immediately become much more restrained. It was unlikely that any faction on the continent could afford to lose 2 saints. Xiao Yan's next destination was the Eastern Dragon Island. Xiao Yan let out a sigh. The smile on his face disappeared. The Eastern Dragon Island was surrounded by 3 kings. Zi Yan was in danger. Yao Ming, Xiao Yixian, Qing Lin, and the others followed him. Using spatial rifts, they could reach the Dragon Island rather quickly. However, along the way, Xiao Yan sensed violent fluctuations and then saw 2 familiar faces. They were in trouble, surrounded by more than a dozen experts. All of their auras were extremely powerful. Obviously, all of them were very strong, especially the two elders at the level of half-Saint Ban Sheng. Their names were Hua Ran and Qian Xian. The three great islands. You actually dare to attack Her Majesty, the Dragon Empress. These familiar faces were He Qing, who had previously helped Xiao Yan, and Elder Zhu Li, whom Xiao Yan had also met before. They were not in good condition. Their expressions were extremely grim. They were the first to learn of the attack by the three great islands on the eastern island. Before they could report it, experts from the other dragon islands attacked them. Not only that, they sealed off Xi'Yan's eastern island. A great battle erupted. The result was something that did not need to be mentioned. Thanks to the two half-saints, the enemies defeated them and continued to pursue them until now. In fact, every dragon understood that Xi'Yan was the true empress. Everything stemmed from the lust for power of the three great dragon kings. In the Void Ancient Dragon tribe, the royal clan possessed absolute authority over ordinary members of the tribe. The pressure created by their bloodline caused fear in ordinary members. They held an exalted status. Naturally, most understood that the young Empress Xi'Yan truly possessed an extremely pure royal bloodline. Qian Xian and Hua Zhan already intended to finish off He Qing. One of the enemy elders thrust his palm through empty space toward He Qing. A terrifying wind tore through the air and struck his body at lightning speed. Although He Qing had reached the 8th stage peak of Dozun, how could he withstand the blow of a high-level half-Saint Ban Sheng? The armor on his body shattered instantly, and fresh blood spilled out. That elder laughed coldly and disdainfully, forcing He Qing to spit out blood. Kill all of them. Do not let anyone survive, Qian Xian ordered. Zhu Li flew into a rage. Monstrous Dou Qi erupted. Vast and mighty Dou Qi gathered into a dragon and rushed madly toward Qian Xian. However, in the blink of an eye, Qian Xian transformed into a half-human, half-dragon form. Unfortunately, Zhu Li was already injured at that moment and could not fight against two half-saints. Elder Zhu Li clenched his teeth, sensing an extremely brutal attack descending from above. Armor appeared around his body. I will fight you to the end. He Qing tried to help, but he could do nothing. He Qing did not hesitate and charged forward, but the enemy elder only sneered coldly. His fist, covered in scales, crashed forward with a loud boom. At the moment of collision, a deafening explosion rang out. The elder only stepped back slightly, while He Qing's arm was crippled, bones cracking, blood spraying into the air, and his body was sent flying far away. Suspended in midair, covered in blood, He Qing realized that his strength was nearly exhausted and that the gap between them was insurmountable. The elder from the enemy islands calmly approached and placed his palm on He Qing's head, intending to end everything with a single move. Even Zhu Li's shout did not cause the slightest hesitation. He was certain of the victory of the three great islands. Just as the elder's fingers were about to tighten, everything suddenly stopped. Another hand, cold and calm, landed on his head, and a voice sounded from behind him, asking who would crush whose head faster. The world seemed to freeze. He Qing, already prepared to die, saw a familiar figure. Yes, it was Xiao Yan. The appearance of Xiao Yan completely changed the situation. Elder Hua Zhan froze, feeling that with one slight movement his head would turn into a bloody mist. For the first time, he felt true fear and realized that the person before him was someone he could not even sense in advance. How do you like such a heroic entrance of Xiao Yan on the Dragon Island? Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and goodbye everyone.